Hello, everyone, and welcome back to FTL Multiverse of all things. This will technically be kind of a new series, kind of return to form. It's more gonna be different than when I did this the first time. So let's start a new run. Definitely this series is gonna be a lot different from most of my other series. The fact that all episodes will be referred to as runs, so you know, you don't technically have to watch certain parts for others since this is a roguelike, so just kind of watch whatever episode whenever. If you find this episode like months ahead after it's uploaded, it's so cool. You can watch like run 12 or something. Just the runs will be separated into separate parts because, of course. Anyways, let's get started. Proceed with the mission. Since it's been a long time, let's download the Federation database entries. Remind myself about the mission. You, Captain, are now a central part of the largest known conflict in not just the galaxy, but the multiverse itself. To the conclusion of the original Federation Civil War in Universe Zero, your home reality, the Galactic Federation defeated Admiral Vance and the Rebellion, securing their control over the galaxy. The Federation struggled with various other conflicts, most notably a Cold War between the Colonization Alliance endorsed by the Slug Currency, Mantis Hive, Rock Theocracy, and Kurgan Republic. This conflict finally escalated to an invasion of Aquarian territory, resulting in heavy losses. After Coalition's attack temporarily destabilizing the Federation once again, Vance ran a covert operation from the rebel stronghold to attempt to salvage the heavily protected ancient ruins that the Coalition have been seeking as well. Though the full details are unknown, it is believed that among these ruins, Vance's team salvaged the first multiverse drive, which he would reverse engineer and install in the remaining rebel fleet after a Federation raid on the rebel stronghold. Vance and his men fled to Universe 1 and allied with the Rebellion of that reality to overthrow the Federation. Universe 1 now acts as the center of the interdimensional rebellion's operations, while Universe 0 leads the counterattack. Fruitless as though it might be, both sides are now locked into a seemingly unending conflict, invading realities to secure the strength and survival of their own faction. Make no mistake, the Rebellion continues to permeate their title of a brave uprising. The Rebellion is well beyond its simple insurrection. Though intel is sparse, it would appear Universe 1 has been transformed into a desolate interstructural dystopia fueling the eternal gears of war that seek nothing less than the total annihilation of the Federation and all non-human species. The whereabouts of Universe Zero Vance are currently unknown, though sightings of suspicious movements of the privately trained FK Ace Corps, undoubtedly loyal to Vance Prime, has been seen all over the multiverse. The FK Aces will most likely prove to be your greatest threat, along with a powerful redesigned flagship model disputed into this reality to destroy the Federation base and secure a rebel victory. This is where you get involved. As a renegade hired by the Federation, your goal is simple: destroy the flagship, and it is highly unlikely the Rebellion will be willing to dedicate any further efforts to capture this reality. It's far more practical for them to divert the remaining rebel forces to a different reality. If you fail, it will certain the Federation of this reality will fail, and this will become just another piece of the rebels' arsenal of enslaved realities. Alright, let's proceed with the mission. Alright, what should I grab? Let's just grab some extra resources. Let's run a salvage mission. Is something we can do. Let's head to as many supply areas as we can. We're not surprised to see this beacon has been outfitted with a multiverse spy department. Many such beacons were constructed by prior multiverse renegades to help prepare ships such as yourself. The reminder of the supply roam remains of the supply deposit on the small helping of scrap. A mantis hunter approaches menacingly. Their weapons hum with power but not firing yet. The thing I really want to do. Oh god. Help him. Alright, shields down. Let's target the weapons. Okay, that should help. Let's get you two healed up and just pierce them down. Pierce is ultimately a good weapon. Remind everyone return to your spots. Stress, gotta go over there. Yeah. The Sultan's ship hails you as you arrive. You have to help us. Our energy shield has been working properly ever since we came to this sector. It's acting like we don't have the power to start even though it does. Your crew takes some time experimenting and working with the faulty shield chair. Eventually they're able to get to the root of the problem. Much to the Sultan's delight. Most systems normal, great. Should come back on once we jump. Thanks for the help. It's always good to help someone. Oh, right. Alright, let's deal with this revolution. Let's take care of weapons, so they can't really do anything. Let's go ahead and disable their O2. Can't really see what they're up to, so let's send you into this room to see what they're up to. Right. Realistically, the auction room should be running out soon, so they'll probably be very defenseless soon. I need to upgrade the sensors though, so I can see that. And doors in case fires happen. Well, that seems to be. Yep. Oh. And there we go. Hang on. Gotta repair the shields. upgrade the shields at least a little bit. Guns fly, and then we can head into that store, see if there's something, whatever they do. Ah, that's sad. Preparation supply deposit is set up on a nearby plant. They won't give anything away for fruit, but that doesn't mean they won't be open to trade. Okay. What do you have? I don't feel like I need this. I need a guy. You can go into shields. Alright. Do the same strat and hope it works. Ooh, double. They're not gonna be living for much longer. Now I just gotta wait for the oxygen to run out on the ship and more loot for me. I do have to upgrade my defenses if I'm gonna keep playing like this. Let's just skip forward until they die. Go back to normal speed. Did not know that this mod added a speed up button, but useful for strategies like this where you gotta wait for the enemies to to go over here and help them out. Okay, that guy's dead. No, it just takes this damage in an environment. And go over here and then head towards that merchant guy. No, it's sure. Just head to the merchant to buy more fuel. Hello, Jesus, this guy's packed. See what you're offering. A fire flak. A Sobek mine launcher. A power shard beam. Status weapons. A radiated bomb, Stunner Mark II, and a crystal lockdown bomb. These two crews must close the flame. Let's get some more power. Everyone's all healed up and raring to go. To your surprise, an orchid ship is waiting for you here. Sure, they are a loyal part of the Federation, but the Florals typically prefer to keep their own turf. What's this about? An orchid appears on screen, gesturing with their hands in native orchid sign language, which your translator converts into actual audio. Hello, you must be Professor Orwell. We have reviewed the files you gave us, and we are most excited to share our scientific findings with the board. We have left a few on-patient questions for your review. We will send them over along with payment shortly. Wonderful! Okay, flip them in the air from a Zoltan ship. When you pick up, you're greeted by an unwelcome sound of a raving madman screeching about cowering beneath the prophet eye. He demands a prayer and offering or else suffer his wrath. The Zoltan shouts an insult or two, but eventually his ramblings go quiet as the ship jumps away. As far as you can tell, nothing bad has happened from this, and likely never will. Okay, it's very clear that we're gonna have to deal with the rebels, so at least get the ship's engines on so that I can get out. Found the exit beacon, but the rebels have already arrived as an elite is dispatched to track you. Federation forces are retaliating, but you must still jump as soon as possible for the next sector. Disabling their weapons is very important. Okay. Gathering outreaches or Federation district. Let's go here. This looks interesting. Ventured hyperspeed. The mild concern of smashing into a planet crosses your mind, but you figure some sort of security system is in place to prevent that. Hopefully. Let's learn about the Atlas. The Atlas is used to guide ships through hyperspace and ensure that they do not jump into hazardous conditions. To do this, sectors must enter their coordinates of their start beacon into the Atlas so the ship may be directed to it. The Atlas is currently pulling from the Federation database, but it may be updated with new coordinates you find on your travels. Okay. Gathering control sector, type friendly, unique, false. Dominion faction, Orchid gathering. Rebel threat level low. The Orchids are a peaceful race. Lucky for you, their speciality grows kernel weapons, makes them powerful enemies, so be glad the planets will rarely attack you without you attacking first. Long ago, the Gathering split are individualists. Vampweeds moved into self-exile and founded the Confederacy, though this turmoil was long before even the day of the Federation. You may still find some Florals bitter about it. They said it should be quite friendly towards you as loyal members of the Federation. Let's contact the guard. Orchid briefly speaks briefly and falls silent once again. Request assistance from the Orchid. Though the two Orchids speak no words, they seem to communicate briefly through a flesh of their petals, and the guard agrees to give some supplies. Okay, let's fix that hole. Put you here, put you back here. Save your positions, and I think I'll be ignoring that store for now. I'm giant orchid station is located at the beacon. It's stated as an augmented bionicle gallery in your star map. But the station. Okay. Ham pie. Let's visit Ham Pie. The exhibit contains a field of grass. It looks like usual earth grass with plain flowers, but is strangely familiar leaf pattern. Was it really worth it? After a few minutes in the meadow, you feel your worries go away, a desire to laugh, as an irresistible urge to hug a mantis nearby. After a while, you and the mantis, who turned out to be another visitor, become best friends and agree to join your crew. Well, that was beneficial. Excuse me. The distress signal is coming from an orchid ship, drifting far away from common interstellar routes. Tried to communicate, but there is no answer. Board the ship. Board the ship to find the aftermath of an explosion and the resulting inferno. Can only survive that this is the reason of the accident. Most of the equipment is charged and burned, but there is no one alive. But you've managed to find some useful scrap and resources. More fuel. You encounter a giant gathering transport ship of a military escort. You receive a hail from someone on board. Please help me. I've been wrongfully detained and broke free from my cell. They'll find me soon. Rescue me. I'll do whatever you want. You sneak on board the transport ship and escort the orchid back to your ship. On the way, however, you're spotted and the orchids open fire. Before your escorting is caught in the crossfire and your crew barely makes it out alive in time. Fight now. Take the now enraged escort. Notoriety increase. Your actions here, justifiable or not, will not reflect well in the eyes of the gathering or its citizens. Continually performing actions like this may start to see negative reactions from the gathering and its allies. Huh. Well, these guys are flowers, and flowers are just plants. So plants produce food oxygen. Deal with their O2. Okay, it's very clear I'm not going to deprive them of oxygen. They're plants. They very clearly got that beat. Not worth. Alright, what do you... We're surprised to see a kleptocracy vessel here, considering the slugs have very few connections to the gathering. Slugs are requesting to communicate using an encrypted channel. Okay. Greetings, most disgusting and rotund one. You have been looking for such a fine specimen for a century. You are truly the ugliest being in the galaxy and deserve to be embalmed and showed in a museum. I can only wonder what your mother looks like. I'm not dealing with that. An unarmed Zoltan ship greets you. Our vessel is a diplomatic mission to the Orchid world. We'd hire you to go ahead of us and offer a small gift to one of the nearby Orchid colonies at Herdaruroi. Alright. Well, that was easy. You arrive at the coordinates to find the Orchid Summit. They welcome you in. Just deliver the sculpture. Hand over the sculpture of the Zoltan ship. The Orchids are fascinated by it, and thank you. Though the gift was from the Zoltans, the Orchids seem to credit you mostly and offer a large portion of scrap and ammunition. actually, before we move on. Let's get a level 2 shield up and running. As you approach the beacon, you notice a syndicate vessel. The Syndicate, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Accosting what seems to be a gathering in an immigration center. Yes. Catch a few staggering a message between the two parties. Hand over the fugitive immediately and no one has to get hurt. They can hide them forever. Theocracy will just keep sending more and more troops until you're all dead. You fancy a crusade bashing down your doors right now. You won't stand for such a blatant injustice when you have your word in it. You will lie your crosshair on mercenary scalp once more. You, a mantis. You two go back. Save. Oh, come on. Yeah, let's turn auto fire on. Well, I've got the engine and pilot maxed out before I even made it out of Sector 2. The paradrome just messes with my entire strategy right now. You put another mercenary out of commission. The Syndicate's going to have to do better whenever you get involved. The station is in utter disarray with hospital immigrants and gathering staff members alike huddling under makeshift shelters and a scattering of disorganized security guards on the alert. Receive a hail not from the staff but rather from a lone rockman. Thank God you came. The mercenaries jammed the comms and the staff couldn't send a distress signal to the Praetoria in time. My name's Corbin. I trust your friendly face. I was a lost son once, but I wanted a new life away from the fighting. Les Aradin, she arranged everything personally to get me out of there. The gathering seems to have a better choice over the Union for a new life. Now it seems I'll never be free of these mercenaries. I'm not too inclined to join back up with another military operation, but I suppose saving the multiverse takes a bit of a higher precedent anyway, right? Maybe once this is all over, the Theocracy will finally give up on me. Done a good deed in here in the eyes of the gathering. If you've gained notoriety from other actions in the past, you're more likely to be forgiven for them. You go over there. We're really starting to have a bit of a diverse past right now. You know the thing I like about the Orchids, Captain? A rebel captain takes a whiff of his cigar and frowns at you. They don't scream when I kill them. It makes it easy to give the order to shoot, because I know my men don't have it in them to mow down pleading civilian families when they can hear them. You, on the other hand, no matter how you plead, nothing's going to stop us from painting the walls red with your blood. We'll see how that goes, bud. Participants dismissed. Now I just gotta aim for the oxygen. Yeah, that should do the trick. Oh, that guy's healing. Received a haul from the rebel ship right as it explodes, but it's too late. The face of the captain begging for his life briefly flashes before he's consumed by the fire in front of your eyes. Arrived at seemingly ordinary beacon, but scans show a slip tunnel opening. Someone with an NV drive is jumping in nearby. Ah, what a welcome surprise to see a fellow renegade. Unfortunately, I think you have something we want. I'm not paying these guys anything. You two can handle that guy. Hey, rude. You two go help him. Alright. And the mist is poking. Junior's killing. Let's save your positions. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna need to switch up target. No, I'm not accepting your surrender. Go ahead and fix that. Oh, an ion barrage. Jump. Yeah, I'm not going to a store now. Let's run a salvage mission. Nicely done. Uninhabited cloud. Head there. Nebula sector, unmapped nebula. Unique false. Dominant faction, none. Rebel threat, medium-low. The sector remains uncolonized and largely unmapped. There is no saying what you might find here, and the Atlas provides little more info. You enter the nebula-rich sector, you might find a few light years on the fleet, but that's only useful if you make it out the other side. You glance nervously at the sector map. Though the rebels will struggle to track you here, it seems the location of the exit beacon was never specified. You'll have to do some exploration until you're adjusted to it for the computer to recognize it. And that, I believe, is where I'm going to end this. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, take care.